Namaste and welcome to this series on prenatal yoga for the second trimester. During this time, you have grown to a nurturing space where you and your baby have grown and working on growing to even more bigger spheres during this pregnancy time. It's very essential that you take care of all the elements, the physical, mental, emotional part of your being right now for the next 3 to 6 weeks. Over the transition time, as you're moving into the last trimester, there are a lot of changes that are going to be encountered in your body, and this is the phase where maximum changes is what you'll be witnessing. During this time, proper asana practice, proper breathing exercises, proper relaxation practices are very essential, along with the right kind of nutrition and rest for yourself. Without any ado, let us go into the practice of understanding those yoga asanas for the second trimester. At this time, we know that we've grown slightly in the mid-region of our body, and our body has changed to a slightly different space than what it was during our previous yoga practices. Although we have to ensure that we do things that are only allowing our body to do comfortably, ensuring that you're not pushing yourself too much, also having a good breathing throughout the practice and comfort in your mind. Let's begin the practice. Sit in a comfortable position on the floor or on the chair. You may use a pillow or any sort of prop that can make your seated posture more comfortable. Ensure that your legs are crossed comfortably, your shoulders are relaxed, and your spine upright, supporting the weight of your body. Keep your eyes closed gently and take a moment to prepare yourself for your practice. Know that you are in a comfortable and safe space. Preparing yourself physically by observing how your body is functioning at this time, by taking a gentle scan from the toes to the top of the head, checking for any kind of feelings or sensations. As you're gaining awareness of the body, also extend the awareness to the inner parts of your body. What is happening internally? Your breathing, your digestive system, your baby. Just start to explore what's happening within you. And from there, pay attention to your breathing at this time. The breath is very essential during the practice of asanas. And make sure you're breathing comfortably in a rhythmic way without putting much exertion on your face physically while you're breathing. Just observe the natural exhalations and the inhalations, gaining more awareness of the breath. As your body and breath come in line, witness the state of your mind and observe how mentally prepared you are, creating a strong positive intention to make the best use of your time and your energy for your practice. And let's begin by chanting one time Omkara. Join your palms to the heart center, close your eyes, keep them closed, take a gentle breath in, and as you exhale, chanting Om. Slowly allow the vibrations to fade away. Rub your palms together, generate some heat in between your palms. And place the warm palms across your eyes and face. And with a beautiful smile on your face, open your palms and look into your palms. The first practice of asanas that we're going to be doing is the cat and cow breathing or the Marjory asana practice. For this, ensure that you have your yoga mat placed on a firm surface and come onto all fours to begin your practice. Keep your fingers spread apart, your shoulders to rest in a straight line, your hips and knees in a straight line. Your toes can either stay extended or stay tucked in as per your convenience. Just take a moment to observe how your body is feeling, how the weight of the body has been distributed throughout your hands and your legs. And now, from there, as you breathe in, gently lift your chest up, looking upwards and stretching your lower back. And as you breathe out, looking downwards and rounding your spine, curling yourself all the way. Again, as you breathe in, lifting your chest up, looking up. And as you breathe out, curling your spine in, squeezing your abdomen. Continuing the practice as you breathe in, 3 more times, lifting up and breathing out, curling in. Inhaling, stretching up. Exhaling, stretching down. One last time, inhaling, stretching your body upwards. And as you exhale, curling your spine all the way in. Once you finish, coming back to the starting position, a neutral spine, just to observe how you're breathing and observing how your spinal alignment is. You can just move back into child's pose, the Shashankasana, and just observe and rest there for a few moments before we move on to the next set of practices. Make sure that your thighs are away from each other, giving enough space for the abdominal region to reach down. Whenever you're ready, slowly sit back and come up to a standing position in your own time. The next set of practices that we're going to be doing are standing exercises. If you wish to stay closer to the wall to ensure the wall supports you, feel free to do so. Or else you can obviously stay on your mat and practice with much effort. Now, the first practice that we're going to be doing is a vertical stretch. Make sure that your feet are parallel to each other, your toes are parallel to each other, about shoulder width apart. Ensuring that your knees are not locked all the way, just gently keeping it soft, keeping a soft micro bend on your knees, allowing the weight to sink in towards the floor. You're standing upright with the chest lifted and your arms extending downwards. Slowly, as you breathe in, raise your arms upwards and take them up towards the sky or the ceiling, extending it all the way up. And just feel the stretch throughout the length of the body from the legs all the way up the top of the knee. Slowly, as you breathe out, releasing the arms by the side. We're going to do this 2 more times, working on stretching our body in the vertical space. Once again, as you breathe in, move the arms up and stretch yourself, reaching up as much as you can, feeling the length of the body, elongating the sides of the body. And slowly, as you breathe out, relaxing the arms back down to the floor. One last time, as you breathe in, raise the arms up, stretching it all the way. Holding that for a few breaths. And as you exhale, releasing and coming back down. Just take a moment to observe how your body is feeling. The next asana or exercise that we're going to be doing is a horizontal stretch of the body. We just experienced a vertical stretch. Now we're going to work on horizontally stretching our body. For this, you can keep your legs as they are. If you want to readjust your posture, go ahead and ensure that both your feet are firm on the ground. And this time, you're going to extend your arms to the side at the shoulder level and just stretch it as wide as you can. Holding it there for a few breaths, feeling your arms lengthen, your chest widen, and staying there, breathing comfortably, ensuring that the stretch originates from the arms all the way to the fingertips, and gently breathing out, releasing the arms back down. I'm going to do this 2 more times. As you breathe in, raise the arms horizontally to the side, keep stretching, reaching the fingertips out, and ensure that you're breathing comfortably, not having any form of stress while you're holding the posture. And as you breathe out, relaxing it down and doing it one last time. Breathing in, stretching the arms out wide. Keep breathing. Ensure that your fingertips are actively being used. And slowly and steadily breathing out, relaxing your arms back in. The next asana we're going to be doing is a lateral extension of the body while we activate one side and relax the other. To practice this, ensure that your feet is slightly wider than your shoulder width, with your feet parallel to each other. Starting on one side, we do it on one side a few times and then move on to the other side. Slowly, beginning on the right. Slowly, as you inhale, raise the right arm up and give it a good length, stretching the right side completely. And as you breathe out, leaning over towards the left side as much as your body allows. Again, as you breathe in, extending and coming back to the starting position. And as you breathe out, leaning over once again towards the left side. Doing this 3 more times, breathing in, coming up, breathing out, going down, breathing in, coming up, breathing out, going down, breathing in, coming up, one last time, breathing out, going down. And slowly coming up to the starting position, relax the right arm down, get ready to practice the same on the left side. Now let's continue the same practice on the left side. Slowly, as you breathe in, raise the left arm up, give it a good stretch once again. And as you breathe out, leaning over this time towards the right, as much as your body allows. Breathing in, coming back up, stretching upwards, and breathing out, leaning over towards the side. 3 more times with the breath. As you inhale, come up, exhaling, leaning down, inhaling, coming up, exhaling, leaning down. One last time, inhaling, coming up, and exhaling, leaning down. And slowly once again, coming back to the starting position and relaxing your arms gently. Just keep your legs apart, arms apart, and eyes closed briefly for a moment to observe how you're feeling, how your body is feeling, especially focusing on the torso between the waist and the shoulders. Observing your arms, and now preparing to work on the lower body, working on the hips and legs. With the next exhalation, open your eyes and get ready for the next practice, a deep squat practice, what we call it, or the Kali Asana practice. For this, you're going to keep your legs slightly wider this time. You might want to take it double the length of your hips, so even one more step from what you feel is okay can be explored, and keep your toes slightly pointed outwards towards the sides or the corners of your mats. And join your palms to the heart center and let them stay at the heart center throughout the practice. You're breathing in at the center, and as you breathe out, gently squatting down by bending your knees and lowering your hips. As you breathe in, rising up again to the starting position, straightening your knees, and breathing out once again, squatting by bending your knees and lowering the hips. Doing this 3 more times, breathing in, coming up, breathing out, squatting down, breathing in, coming up, breathing out, squatting down, and one last time, breathing in, coming up, and breathing out, squatting down. Slowly come up to the center, release the arms and bring your legs together, your feet together. Now, we're going to be practicing a few asanas which are more static, which you're going to be holding for a few breaths while we breathe comfortably. At any time, if you feel discomfort holding the posture, please ensure that you come out of the posture and relax for a bit before you try it again. The first asana we're going to be doing is Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. A strong posture that works on the lower body and hips, working essentially on the opening of the hips. Also gives a good length on the spine and strengthens the upper body. To practice Virabhadrasana 2, start by setting your feet apart, a comfortable wide distance apart. Make sure that your body is balanced comfortably on both feet. Start by turning the right toes out completely towards the right side, ensuring that your chest and hips are still facing towards the front. Start by raising the arms up as you inhale, and as you exhale, bend the right knee and lower the hips, trying to bring a 90-degree angle between the knee and thigh. If you observe your knee is crossing the ankle, you can always shift the left leg a few steps back to ensure you find the right alignment. Once you're stable in the posture, Turn your head towards the right side and look at the thumb. Keep breathing here for 5 comfortable breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. 1, 2. Put effort to inhale and to exhale and ensure both your arms are at the shoulder level. 3, 4, and 5. Slowly straighten the right knee, release the arms down. Get ready to practice the same thing on the left side. Turn the right toes in and move the left toes out completely. Once again ensuring chest and shoulders are still facing forward. Raise the arms up. And as you breathe out, bend the left knee. Get a 90-degree angle between the knee and thigh. Once you're stable in the posture, turn your head towards the left side and gaze at the left thumb while you breathe. Ensure that you're breathing comfortably. Take 5 deep breaths in and out. Inhale and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly straighten the left knee, release the arms down and relax yourself. Bring your legs closer. Just take a moment before you can move on to the next practice. The next practice we're going to be doing is a modified version of Parshvakonasana, the side angle pose. A strong posture that works on laterally extending the spine and also giving a lot of space in the abdominal region for you to get a sense of how your upper body is functioning. To begin with Parshvakonasana, once again, step your legs wide as it was for Virabhadrasana. If you want to explore a wider stance, just ensure that your weight is evenly balanced before you can continue. From there, start by turning the right toes out completely again. Raise the arms up to the shoulder level as you breathe in. And while you breathe out, bend the right knee to a 90-degree angle and place the elbow on the thigh. Extend the left arm up as much as possible. And keep your neck in a neutral position while you breathe comfortably, ensuring there's a comfort while breathing, holding the posture for 5 breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly, as you breathe in, straighten the right knee, release the arms and relax yourself. Prepare to practice on the other side. The right toes in and the left toes out. Once again, breathing in, raising the arms up. Breathing out, bending the left knee to a 90-degree angle and placing the left elbow on the thigh and raising the right arm over the head. Check for breath. Make sure you're breathing once you're stable, putting enough effort to inhale and to exhale. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. As you inhale, once again coming up, exhaling, releasing the arms and relaxing your legs. Take a moment to observe how you're feeling. And next one, just to neutralize the spine, to bring your body into oneness again, a simple Tadasana. Join your legs together, your feet together. Palm tree pose. And ensure that your kneecaps are pulled up. Your pelvic floor is slightly activated. Your chest lifted up. Shoulders expanded. And from there, as you breathe in, raise the arms up from the side and join your palms over your head. Make sure there is comfort at the shoulders and neck. No unnecessary shrugging at the shoulders. Keep the sides of your body intact. Keep reaching your fingertips upwards and continue breathing here for a few breaths. Just realigning the body. holding there just for a few more breaths of awareness. Make sure you're gazing at one point to keep your focus steady. Follow your breath. And very slowly, as you breathe out, release the arms and relax yourself. The next asana that we're going to be performing might be slightly challenging. So please practice at your own comfort. Good recommendations would be practicing it close to a wall to ensure that you have enough support, and focusing on a certain point to be able to have a good sense of balance is something that I would recommend. A balancing posture, Garudasana. To practice Garudasana, join your legs together and gently bend your knees until you feel the weight of your body moving in towards the feet as much as possible. Gradually shifting the weight to the left leg, place the right thigh over the left thigh and just gain balance of your body on one foot. If you're unstable, you can always place the right toes on the floor to make sure that you have your stability. And from there, extending your arms out to the shoulder level first, opening your chest and getting your right arm on top, the left arm from under to wrap it into a focused position of Garudasana. Feel the integrity while you're holding the posture and the sense of balance as you're breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly releasing the arms and releasing the legs, relaxing yourself before you can practice it on the other side. Get ready. Start by bending your knees and shifting the weight towards your feet. As you're ready, keeping the right leg down, place the left thigh over the right. Find your balance. You may always use the toes to gain grip of the balance. And this time, the left arm coming up and the right arm going down into the wrap. Staying there, finding your focus, finding your integrity. Breathing there. 5 breaths as you inhale and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly, as you inhale, exhale, releasing the arms, releasing the legs, and just keep your legs apart, arms apart, eyes closed for a brief moment to observe how you're feeling before we continue in the practice. Now, let's move on to the next set of practices, which you're going to practice on the floor, closer to the floor, either seated or on all fours. Let's begin by first sitting down in Vajrasana and just observing our body in Vajrasana. If this posture is challenging for you to be seated in, please shift to a cross-legged position, which is more easier and more apt for your spinal alignment and your body weight. Just stay here and breathe for a few breaths. Vajrasana is a very strong posture which restricts the blood flow towards the abdominal region. Just observing here the movement of the abdomen and chest as you're breathing, keeping your arms relaxed, your face relaxed. And now, slowly opening your eyes and getting ready for a few floor exercise asanas, which is a combination of the cat and cow breathing and a little bit of balance. To begin this, come onto all fours once again. Ensuring that your shoulder to wrist is in a straight line and your hips and knees are aligned. This time, let's start with the knees together and the legs together behind you. Since you're going to be doing a little bit of balancing, let's already work on feeling that sense of alignment in the body. Once you're steady, slowly extend your right arm forward and take a moment to stabilize the weight of your body. And from there, see if you can stretch the left leg back, the opposite leg. Finding your balance there for a few moments. Breathe comfortably. Staying there for 3, 2, and 1. Gently placing the arm and the knee back on the floor. Get ready to practice the same on the opposite sides. This time, extend your left arm forward and the right leg going back. Stabilize yourself, find your balance, and check your breathing. A very good posture that relaxes the abdominal region as gravity is working. Staying here for 3, 2, and 1. Gently relaxing yourself on the floor, sitting back into Vajrasana. The next asana we're going to perform is a very mild back bend, a modified version of Ushtrasana, which works on stretching the upper part of your chest and also the abdominal region. Please practice this with caution and follow all the instructions carefully. Stand up on your knees with your knees separated, at least hip width apart. Ensure that both your toes are tucked inwards to give you more stronger grip and stronger foundation. Keeping the toes pressing in to the floor is very essential while practicing Ushtrasana. Taking your fingers together and placing it around the lower back region to the sides of the waist. And from there, expanding your chest and gently moving your waist forward as the chest expands upwards. Stay there for a few breaths and just feel the expansion. If you feel any discomfort, always free to come out of it. Breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. 5 conscious breaths. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Gently release your neck down. Neutralize your spine. Stay there for a moment. Release the arms downwards. Sit back on your heels. Separate your knees and thighs wide apart and allow your body to fold forward into Balasana. Ensuring that there's not much pressure in the abdominal region. Feel the gentle forward bend working on the hips, shoulders and spine. Breathing here. Very gently, slowly sitting up back into Vajrasana and joining the knees together. Now, from there, moving on to postures which are more focused on stretching the back of the body. Stretch your legs forward and sit in Dandasana, the seated stiff pose. Make sure that your spine is relaxed. You can even keep your knees bent to allow your spine to relax a little more deeper. And just staying here for a few moments, observing the length of the spine. Gradually raise both your arms upwards and staying there. Doing the same thing what we did in the standing position. Vertically stretching our body while relaxing our legs. Staying in this posture for a few breaths. With every inhalation, feel a lift in the spine, lift in the chest. And with every exhalation, let there be ease in holding the posture. And as you breathe out, gently release the arms down and relax yourself. Now, find yourself in a cross-legged seated position. And prepare for a simple seated lateral extension of the spine. Once you're seated comfortably, raise both your arms towards the side at the shoulder level And as you breathe out, place the right palm on the floor, the right side, and taking the left arm over your head, going for a stretch. Don't go too deep in the posture. Practice as much as your body allows and keep breathing comfortably. Inhaling and exhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly, as you inhale, coming back to the center, stretch your arms out again to the shoulder level and practicing the same on the left side, placing the left palm down and reaching the right arm overhead, gently stretching your body on the right side, breathing here comfortably. Inhaling and exhaling. 1, 2, comfortable breath. 3, 4, and 5. Slowly inhaling, coming back to the starting position, exhaling, releasing the arms down. The next posture is the butterfly pose, the Baddha Konasana, one of the most essential postures to be done during any of the trimesters. So to practice Baddha Kona, stretch your legs forward and from there, bring the soles of your feet together, allowing your knees to drop down towards the side. Take a moment, it's a very comforting posture. So take a moment to explore this posture a little bit more. You want to move your feet slightly away from you to relax the hips more deeper. And observe the knees dropping down, the hips being relaxed. Just staying here for a couple of breaths before we can go deeper in the posture. Slowly and steadily, as you breathe in, raise the arms upwards towards the ceiling or the sky, giving a good length on the spine. And as you breathe out, just bending forward from your waist until your fingertips reach the floor and staying there. Keep extending your body and just allowing your upper body to relax through the fingers and arms. Breathing into the space. Allow your hips to be relaxed, your knees to be relaxed. And breathing comfortably, inhaling and exhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very gently, slowly sitting up, raising the arms and relaxing it down to the sides. Use your palms to join the knees together in the center and slowly extend your legs out. Now, relax yourself, keeping your legs apart, your hands behind you, and just your neck drop back comfortably. Staying there for a few breaths before we move on to the last segment of this asana series. Very slowly, find yourself lying on your back in Shavasana before we continue into the next sequence of postures. Take a moment to relax yourself. If you find it challenging to do the posture Shavasana, you can always lie on the side of your body, or you can stay lying on your back with your knees bent and your feet placed on the mat. The next posture we're going to be doing is simple pelvic tilt, or what we know as the bridge pose, Kandarasana. To practice this, bring your legs together, bring your arms by the side of your body, bend your knees and place your feet on the mat, keeping the heels as close as possible to your hips, and let your feet stay about shoulder width apart. Your arms and fingers pressing in towards the floor. As you breathe in, lift your hips up and stay there while you continue to breathe in the posture. Kandarasana, a very good posture, working on low back strengthening and also helping an inversion in the functioning of the body. A slight reversal of the blood flow really works on rejuvenating the body completely. Staying there for a few breaths inhaling and exhaling comfortably. Whenever you feel tired or uncomfortable, you can always relax by just staying there for a little bit more time. And gradually, as you breathe out, release the hips down towards the floor and stretch your legs out, staying there for a few moments. Now, finishing off with a posture which is very good for relaxing and rejuvenating the body. Slowly bring your legs together, your arms by the side of the body. Bend your knees and slightly lift your feet off the mat, balancing yourself with the knees bent at the hip level. As much as you feel comfortable, work on straightening the knees upwards, extending your toes up. Ensure that there's still a small bend, a micro bend on your knees. And once you find yourself stable, slowly work on separating the legs apart as much as it can. Remember, you can always keep your knees bent to keep your back safe. But otherwise, a very good posture to work on the hips, to work on the lower back, and breathing there for a few breaths. At any moment of discomfort, always feel free to release. And gently bringing back the legs together, bending the knees, and placing the feet back on the ground, extending the legs out. Our relaxing posture will be lying down on the side of the body in the fetal position. Bring the legs together. Take the right arm over your head. Bend your knees and tilt your body towards the right side. You may bring the knee and shoulders close to each other, completely rolling your body, finding more warmth, more integrity. You can always use the left palm to support you in front of your chest as you breathe. If this posture is not comfortable, you can always roll back into Shavasana or even do it on the left side. Staying here for about 3 to 5 minutes. slowly and steadily. As you regain awareness, using the support of the left palm, gently sit up in a cross-legged posture as we conclude the practice. Once again, just observe how your body is feeling, how your breath is feeling, and how the state of your mind is at this time. Let us end the session with palming, just gently rubbing the palms together and placing the warm palms across the eyes and the face. Looking into your palms, open your eyes. That brings us to the end of our first session on asanas for the prenatal series, specifically for the second trimester. Hope to see you all soon in another video with a lot of exciting practices. Thank you. Namaste.